Now, if you've had a class in law school and feel like all hope is lost in improving in law school or becoming a lawyer, if that is your end goal, I'm here to tell you that not all hope is lost. Because I failed 8 units when I was a law student, improved my grades, got 3 high distinctions in my last semester, and now I'm a lawyer. That's why I'm sharing with you 3 things that you can do to bounce back from your failed classes, rebuild your own confidence in the process. If you do want to become a lawyer, here are the things that you can do to stay on track. By the way, if you're new here, I'm a lawyer from Melbourne. I post everything from how I bounced back from 8 failed classes to becoming a lawyer, lawyer life, and everything in between. Number one thing when it comes to bouncing back from failure is digging deep into the reason why you failed. Like, you gotta know why you failed. You gotta know how you ended up getting that final grade. Because you will not be able to know what to improve if you don't know what went wrong. So, this was the hardest for me, facing the music, facing what I did wrong, the mistakes that I made, but have to review all that to be able to know how you can improve for the next semester. So, for example, I had came to the conclusion that I failed one of my units because there were just so many things in that law unit that I just didn't understand, I didn't get, but I relied on the fact that I will probably address what I didn't know 2 to 3 weeks closer to the exam. So once I figured that out, that's when I started making it a habit to address what I don't understand as I go instead of leaving it until like 2 to 3 weeks before the exam. Okay, the second thing is comes to building your career because yes, like you can improve your grades. There are so many things that you can do to improve your grades. This page is filled with it. But ultimately, when you end up in the workforce, you need something more than just grades on an academic transcript. You need experience. So that's why the second one is build your work experience, both legal and non-legal. Even if you're only able to get non-legal work experience, that's still fine because it brings me to my third point. You need to be building your transferable skills. And what do I mean by transferable skills? Those are skills that you can easily transfer over to any role. For example, for 2 years in my law degree, I didn't have a law firm role, but I did work as a tutor, tutoring primary and high school students. And the skills I built from that is communication skills, client service skills, and that is an example of a transferable skill that I was able to apply to a law firm role. So yes, even if you get to a law interview and they ask you why you don't have law firm experience, why they should hire you even if you don't have law firm experience, you should be able to explain how the skills you have from past work experience will be applicable and implemented to whatever that law firm role you're interviewing for. Yeah, when it comes to bouncing back from failures and